Welcome back to Experts of Very Little. My name is the show. It is Friday, December 5th, here in the state of Oklahoma. And I've got my co-host, Mose Knows. How are you today?
Doing good. Representing the Big W, Wyandotte. We got our first wrestling tournament this weekend.
Oh, man. Okay. And I'm going to bring on my other co-host, Stoney.
What's up?
God's name are you wearing?
Is that Dak Prescott?
What do you mean? Oh,
That's
Tony
fake.
Dorsett. What are you talking about?
That's fake.
No, this is real.
What do you mean it's real?
This is a real, authentic NFL autographed helmet.
From where?
Well, I've been winning a lot of them here lately.
Okay. Explain.
TikTok lives are very dangerous.
Take that goddamn helmet off so we can talk. You're wearing me out.
So while John's taking the helmet off, I'll help me. So these sports live breaks are big sports card, which I love the card business. Me and my boss are into it. I like it. My boys are getting into it. My second son, he in the pack that he bought from vintage stock, he got a Puka Nakua rookie card that's signed. That's 25 of those cards on the market. There's only 25 of those cards on the market. So that's where John's getting a lot of his helmets from. There's these
sports breaks.
I lost connection already, guys. There's these sports breaks. I did it the other day. Got some sports cards that are numbered or whatever. I haven't gotten into the helmet game yet, but John does. And how John can help explain it. How these people do it on these sports breaks is they'll have their sheet up there, and if they're doing cards, a lot of them will just do it by team. And then like, hey, we're doing a sale. You can buy this team for $30. And then they'll break the cards. And any good cards you get out of those breaks, they'll break 5 or 6 boxes. And if you buy that team, you get them. Like the other day, I bought the Houston, Texas for $10. I got a Jalen Higgins card. I got a Jalen Noel card. I got a CJ Stroud one. And I got the Seahawks for like $8. And I'm pretty sure that's what John's been doing. Have you been buying the team or the divisions, John?
So just depends. I buy a little bit of both. Depends on which ones they're running at the time. I don't just buy into anybody's because there are several different types of helmets. You can get the replicas, which aren't their helmets that you can't put on. There's several different kinds, but you can buy teams or you can buy divisions. And like you said, kind of whatever team is picked, if it's the team you bought or in the division you bought, then you win that helmet. And so, yeah, it's fun.
So what do you have been having the more success with, the teams or the divisions?
Probably the more so divisions. You get a little bit bigger chance, to win out of them. But they also, because you can buy a team for say $30, $40, $50, depending on what team it is, because the better the team is, the more they cost sometimes. Or you could wait till they run what they call a suppy, which is basically a supplemental draft per se. You buy the division. If you win the division, you get X amount of teams. And that kind of helps them fill the break and sell all 32 teams for them to be able to open up more than one box per live, basically.
So the Carolina Panther helmet's probably going for what, $10,000 right now because they're so good.
The Luke Kuechly that got pulled the other night, probably.
Oh.
Yes. I about lost my mind. It was nasty.
So is that the only helmet you got, or?
No, I currently have 2, 3, 4, 5.
So don't you got a surprise?
I got 8 of them, 8 or 9.
Don't you got a surprise for Tracy? Don't you got 5 more coming?
Something like that.
5 in the mail, I believe is what you said. Don't tell Tracy.
When she watches this video later for her Christmas gift, right?
Yeah. I did win for free out of a drawing a Jamar Chase helmet that's nasty.
It is very fun. I don't know if you've ever gotten a card game in or the card.
Yeah.
It is very fun. Me and my boss, we bought it off of Dave and Adams, just a box, and that's how you get the big money, because you buy a case you're guaranteed to get something good. But the cases can cost thousands of dollars. And then you got the hobby boxes that which these people are breaking off, which they got out of the case, but they're only breaking like 6 boxes out of like 20 or whatever. And
Yep.
you're hoping that you get some good cards. There's always numbered cards in it. There's different variations. There's different colors. There's sign cards. There's patch cards. John's doing now. These people are doing the merchandise that they're getting the helmets signed, and those people that John's getting the helmets from, they also do the cards from and whatever. I mean, it's fun. It's exciting. I sat down Sunday morning and watched live breaks for 2.5 hours, just laying in bed watching it.
For instance, Kenneth just sent me this one. It looks like he might be in this. He's watching for this. This is a custom painted Dolphins helmet.
Go over to your face side a little bit more.
Yeah,
there.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. I see.
So, you like that? I mean, yes, that one's opened. They could be doing a particular drawing or something for it, but most of the ones that I'm buying, they're in boxes. You never know.
That's what I was going to say. The ones I've seen that I thought about getting onto, and I might, is it's in a box. And are the ones you're doing, John, are they called the Scorcher box?
The Scorchers, yeah. There's a couple different ones. Just depends on who, like I said, who's live, because they all run different. There's different wholesalers that you could purchase these from, so they're going to be packaged different. But
and you don't know if you're going to get anything good or not.
No.
So show me. Do you have like one or two other ones you can show us?
Yeah. Well, for instance, I mentioned the replicas a minute ago. This is Jonathan Taylor.
Who's that?
Running back. Yeah, exactly. But you can't put it on. This is actually a Rydell. This is a replica. So you can't actually wear this one. Now, I do have a Marcus Allen authentic that you could put on.
Dang. So let me ask you, how are the people doing these things? I mean, if you were to sell this just on the open market, what do you think you could get for a Marcus Allen authentic?
So the Marcus Allen, I was looking up just out of curiosity today. There are some that are listed for anywhere between $1,000 to $1,200, but those are Hall of Fame inscribed. The ones like mine that are not, that don't mention anything about Hall of Fame or anything like that, whatever. This one's listed for like $700-800.
So how are they able to give it to you for like $40?
Because they're selling so many of them.
Yeah. I mean, if you put the pen to paper, they're killing it.
You think of how many people are paying that $40-50 aren't getting a helmet.
Right.
It's not guaranteed you're getting. So it's so you got 8 divisions for one box.
Yeah, and yes, correct. And so, like,
then,
if you're buying the divisions, they're typically anywhere between $40 to $50 for a division.
So he sells them for $50 for the 8 divisions. What is that? $400. Okay. Well, and then 7 of those divisions aren't getting hit. Only one division is.
Right. So well, not only that, but like, so they might only sell 2 or 3 divisions of $50. So there's your, $100-150. Well, then the rest are doing suppies. So the suppies, for whether they do the divisions or whatever, they could be $20 to $30 per division, but you're running multiple suppies to fill those other 5 or 6 teams. So they're stacking money on top of money.
Now the big money in all this is the cards, the card game, because you can get cards that are worth tens of thousands of dollars for right away.
Like, so you're gambling.
The one I was talking, the one I was doing the other day, he's like, "Is this, folks? Is going to be the day we unpackage a one of Patrick Mahomes?" And he showed the value where if they would have won that and got that, if I would have bought the Chiefs and got that one of Patrick Mahomes, I could have turned around and sold it for $20,000.
Wow.
I mean, the card game, when people don't like your sports cards, it got oversaturated back in the 80s and 90s when Topps was in the market of the game. Well, now, since then, there's still some good cards from back in the day, those old school cards that are signed. But now, you got your base cards that will oversaturate, but they're worth nothing. But then you'll have your variations of these base cards that will look the same, but then it'll be signed like a JJ Watt. There's only 99 of this version. Then there's only 75 of this version. There's only 50, 25, 15, 10, 5, and then that 1 of 1. And then that's when you start getting your money.
Yeah.
What's that collectibles show on Netflix that's really, really good? Golden, Ken Golden or what? But you know what I'm talking about, Mosby?
Yeah, yes. And he's big in the cards game too. I mean,
he's so good. I love that show so much. It's very interesting. I'm even entertained by like the Pokemon cards and all that.
A card me and my boss got that's getting better value now. We got I think it's a 1 out of 5 Josh Giddey signed card patched. Now he's with the Bulls and he's doing good. We got a 1 out of 25 signed patch Sauce Gardner one. I mean, we got one that I'll sell to John right now for $500. A signed Sam Williams card.
Oh, go ahead, John. Trade one of them at $1,200 helmets.
Yeah. I'm good. I tell you, but the prize piece that I have coming is the one I'm most stoked about.
Now, Ben, one of these days when we got time or whatever, when I come do my visit during the summer, we'll take the kids. We'll go to Vintage Stock, the closest one. We'll go. I'll save some money for it. We'll go buy some packs of cards. Because not every pack of cards is worth stuff.
Right.
There's different packs, so that you got to do your research, and then you go to a card shop or whatever, buy the pack, buy the case or whatever, and we'll open. I'm telling you, you'll enjoy it. You'll be like we're looking for something good.
I've got two. You know, I mean, obviously I got my Hall of Fame inscribed Tony Dorsett, but I have a CD Lamb coming, which I'm happy about. But my most
that wide receiver too on that team.
Yeah. My most exciting piece, I've got a Chicago Bears Hall of Fame inscribed Brian Urlacher SpeedFlex on the way. That one.
And if you guys need to know where you can locate these helmets, get a hold of me. I'll tell you his address. With that's pretty cool though. I do like that. I like the look of the helmets and all that. So that's pretty cool. It's pretty entertaining. And if you guys are interested in that, sounds like you go to TikTok and just kind of search around. So pretty cool.
Yeah.
I got a interesting thing here. If you had $8 million and you had 2 hours to spend it, you can't buy houses, you can't buy cars. What do you buy?
Well, I'm taking $6 million of that and buying stock. And then I'm taking $2 million of it, since now it's legal in 2 states by me. I'm driving up to Kansas or I'm driving up to Missouri, and I'm placing a lot of bets.
You bet it all, baby.
I got two purchases, both done in less than an hour. Let's go.
Yeah, that's pretty simple. Because I would invest over half of it as well. But I'm probably getting in on some of these helmets, and who knows, I may.
God dang, you're going to buy a warehouse.
Hey, it does say no houses. It doesn't say anything about warehouses.
That's true. That's true.
I'd be okay with that.
But I would invest about $6 million of it, bet about $1 million of it, and then another $1 million. I would take my kids and wife on the trips they deserve and everything.
You'll get 2 hours to spend it though.
Well, he said spend it. It doesn't say.
No, I can spend it. It doesn't say you. I can buy these trips in an hour. These vacations within an hour and plan them out. Like I don't have to go do them right then. I can buy it all.
Yeah, true. Now, what if it was a situation where you couldn't buy stocks, you couldn't buy trips, you had to spend every bit of it in 2 hours from where you're at right now, located and at your location, and if you didn't spend it all, then you had to pay it back. What you did spend.
I'm buying a car dealership.
Buying a business. Yeah.
But could you do that in 2 hours?
No.
No houses, no cars. Yeah.
I would buy. I mean, you could buy a business in 2 hours.
But would you finish all the paperwork and all that, the legal stuff?
Probably not. That's
what I'm saying. That's where it gets tricky.
Man,
I'm telling you, I'm telling you, I got an easy spin on bets. I'm betting them, baby.
I'm putting all
like
$8 million
John
on
said,
the Dallas Cowboys to win the Super Bowl.
Oh Jesus! Then you're paying all $8 million.
If you couldn't do bets, you had to spend it physically right now to get something physical back.
I mean, what we just talked about, I'd go buy a bunch of these card packages and stuff like that. Like John's more into helmets and stuff. I'm more in chasing the cards. I want to chase the card. I'd go buy a bunch of card packages. I'd go buy. I mean, spend a lot on my kids. I mean, I would.
Oh shoot, I could buy tons of helmets. Heck, I could buy a whole warehouse full of helmets and start breaking them myself.
I make a phone call to the youth football organization I'm part of and saying, order 150 new shoulder pads. I got them paid for you. My youth wrestling program I'm part of. What do we need to buy? Let's get it done. Boom, boom, boom. Like, I mean, just different things you can go buy. I mean, it's gonna be a lot harder.
I know it would. That's why I'm sitting there going, spinning my wheels. I'm like, man, you would almost have to you would end up not even spending you would spend a good amount of it on yourself, but then you would have to find yourself going, I've got to get rid of this money. You would go start buying stuff for other people just so you could get rid of it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. I would have my debt paid off. I'd call you, paying off your debt. John, you can carry on. I don't know what to tell you, but I mean,
hey, you know,
I mean, I'd buy season tickets to the Chiefs, buy season tickets to the Sooners. I mean, the best seats that I can buy at that time. I mean,
yeah, the easy answer would be if you could do all those things would be to load up on stocks and blah blah blah. I'll tell you this though, we say that about buying stocks, but if somebody gave you $8 million right now and said, all right, go spend it, could you get that $8 million onto a platform to go buy stocks in 2 hours?
No.
That's what I'm saying. Like, man, this would be tough, guys. This would be tough.
Amazon. I'd tell my wife she got 45 minutes to put whatever she wanted in the Amazon cart. Don't worry about the price.
Right.
Get whatever you.
I'm buying me a 100-inch TV. I'm probably a couple of them.
What do you mean? Those only cost about $200 anymore.
Sheesh.
All new furniture. All new furniture in the house. Everybody's new furniture. Everybody's new wardrobe. New shoe. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't even know if I'm getting to $1 million.
That's what I'm saying. Could you do it, or would you have to go? Or I'll have to pay it back. I don't know if I can, guys. I don't know if I get through $8 million in 2 hours, especially from our location. It's not like we live in a big city, like where we immediately go out right now. You know what I mean? That would be the toughest part.
It like without stocks or going to do sports bets or whatever. I mean, it's just a lot of useless buying, and then I'd get to a point after a certain amount that I'm like, I don't even want to buy it anymore. I don't even need this. So I don't think I could. I don't think I could spend $8 million in 2 hours.
Be interesting what people say in the comments. You guys need to comment and let us know and give us some ideas of what you would do here. But that's tough. Sounds great right now.
Yeah.
You can't buy a car. You can't buy a car and house, because if I had $8 million tax free, a big part of that, like if I didn't have no stipulations, is I'm buying real estate up.
Yeah.
And renting. I'm buying a lot of real estate up. I'm buying these houses for $100,000 or whatever, and I'm renting them out.
Yeah.
I mean, just buying about 20, 30 of them.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm only at $3 million. I still got $8 million left. Just it's just
you would almost have to tell somebody, hey, listen, I've got to get rid of this $4 million. I know this house is only worth $1 million, but charge me $4 million for this house.
Yes.
I'm gonna pay it right now.
Yeah.
But if I didn't have any time limit, I'm setting up funds for my kids where they don't have to worry about money and putting it in something that's going to grow for them. I mean, I'm going to invest a lot. I am, and you two know, and Ben knows me as well too. I am going to use a little bit of it for my little betting. I'm going to try to turn about $1 million into about $300 million off these bets, baby.
Man, oh man. Well, that would be definitely would be fun. I saw something interesting here, and Samuel L. Jackson, I think we can all agree, is just an incredible actor. But I was watching this part of this podcast. Mad Sad and Bad is the podcast name, and they talk about why he doesn't pick roles that will win Oscars, and his answer was beautiful to me. Because he said I did get an Oscar. He basically said it was kind of like they just gave it to me. It was like it was a posthumous Oscar is what he said. But he goes, I don't like doing those movies. I want to do the movies that I would go watch in the theater. Those are the movies I want to do. And he said that's why I do movies. I'm in the Marvel series and the Star Wars series. And he said that's why I also did stuff like Snakes on a Plane. And movies like that. He said, because those are movies that I could see myself going to a theater and watching. I thought that was fantastic because there are some actors that won't do that.
Right.
They just want to go for the medal. He was like, I'm not going for that. I want to go. I want to have fun with it. I want to go do movies that I would enjoy. And then he even made another cool comment. He said his agents, every time he'd go for a role in a movie and go interview for the movie and do all that. They said, no, you're not going to do that anymore. You're going to take the role if they offer it to you or pass on it. And he goes, I don't want to do that because you're passing up a chance for me to act. He said, that's what I do. I want to go through that process. I want to try to audition for the role because it means I'm acting. I enjoy that. What do you guys think of that?
I think this goes kind of with well, I think he's trusting himself. He's going with what he loves, and I think that's what makes him such a good actor. To me, it goes right along with what Matthew McConaughey made a stand to say, you know what? I believe I can get these other roles. I want these other roles.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to take these roles anymore that's been working for me and making a lot of money. I want to do the roles that's making me happy, that I want to play. And I think Samuel L. Jackson, the same thing. And if I had a guess, I guarantee you Denzel Washington does the same thing. Tom Cruise does the same thing. Denzel's won Oscar, so is Matthew McConaughey. But I guarantee you, they probably don't care about it. They're making entertainment movies that they feel good about, that they want to do. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of actors out there that they're chasing. Well, I got to be this method actor. I got to do all this. How about just go make movies, movies that make you happy. If you're good at it, go do it. I love Samuel L. Jackson. Some of his movies or some of my movies I love watching over and over.
And I just saw this was announced that he's going to be in the Tulsa King spinoff, Nola King. He's going to star in that. I just think it's fantastic, man. He's a great, and I go back and think about the movies that I like to watch, and he's in a lot of them. And a lot of them are kind of known as goofy type movies. So
I love him in Django.
That is one of the best acting jobs. I mean, that whole movie was just, man, fantastic. So yeah, I found that pretty entertaining. I saw that and thought, man, I'm gonna bring that up on the podcast because we talk about movies, and Samuel L. Jackson he's the man.
He's good.
He's the man. We'll shift over here to sports real quick, and I want to talk about this. And it's kind of a concern that I have, especially with people always talk about being famous and getting big and all this, and then now as I gotten older, I always have hesitations of but a lot of stuff comes with this. You don't even realize it. So this article right here said the New Jersey home of Eagles offensive coordinator Kevin Patullo was vandalized with eggs early Saturday morning, according to the Morristown Police Department. A video surfaced on social media of multiple people appearing to throw objects at Patullo's home. And it's because they lost to the Bears. This is the part of sports that I hate, are the fans that cannot let go or cannot accept a loss, and they have to do stupid stuff. For example, the big NFL players that keep getting their homes broken into because the people know they're on an away game. like Joe Burrow. I think Shadir Sanders just had it happen to him. What do you guys think on that? Fans are
This goes with what I said in one of our episodes of my final thoughts that fans are crazy. They're psychotic. I mean, this is ridiculous because they're unhappy with the offense right now. Well, they got some offensive line issues. I mean, Jalen Hurts has never been just the best passer there is, and Barkley looks wore out and tired. They've made some deep runs in the playoffs. It takes a lot to win and stay at the top of the game, right? They're 8-4. They're leading their division.
Yeah.
They're on the path for a playoff. I mean, okay, I saw a thing from a Chiefs guy, and I'm like, and I thought about sending it to you, man. I'm like, I ain't want to entertain this, but now that I didn't know you were going to bring this up, he had a list. It's like, this is what we need to do in the offseason. We need to fire Brett Beach. We need to fire Andy Reid. We need to fire the special teams coach. We need to cut all this blah, blah, blah. I'm sitting there thinking, it's like, are you kidding me? We've like that graphic in the video we did the other day where the Chiefs have been to 7 straight AFC title games, 5 of the last 7 Super Bowls, won 3 of them, and you want to just burn everything to the ground? You know, sometimes things don't go your way. I mean, 4 games, the Chiefs would be 11-1. Well, they're 6-6. If you flip the results of the ones that score games, they're 6-6. I mean, the Eagles are 8-4. They just won the Super Bowl last year. I mean, it's just this is proves to me fans are psychotic. Like, I mean, and I know like we talk sports or whatever, and we never played at a professional level, but I would never ever be one of these fans. Like when you see me at like I'm one of those fans. Like I don't like to talk to people during the games. I just want to just be focused, stay away, boom, 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 and just it sucks when your favorite team loses and stuff. But I like it's just like what's the point of this? What is the point of this? Like they're like vandalizing them or firing everybody. Is it going to make them play better? No. They just might be in something. What if they make it to the playoffs and they win the Super Bowl again? You're going to feel like an idiot for doing this to his house.
Yeah. Well, and my thing is how much of this is, I mean, now granted, like I do agree the fans are just absolutely ridiculous when it comes to stuff like this, but how much of it's also on the media? Man, the media, there is no privacy. For one, nobody should know where Kevin Petullo lives. How does I mean, now let me just take a step back. There will be some that yes, okay, whatever. But you're going to tell me that multiple fans are just out there egging his house. I mean, there's no privacy. There's video footage. Who knows what happens if anything happens to these people? But I mean, how much of this is on the media? This is crazy. I mean, you see it day in, day out with Hollywood stars and the media in front of their house because, there's a report of something happening. So, they're outside waiting on him. And it's like, man, all you're doing is drawing attention to these people's house, whether it's an offensive coordinator or a movie star, they're a normal human being. They just have a higher paying job that puts them out in front of everybody. There's no difference.
I say it all the time because I hear people say, oh, this world is so crazy. We live in the craziest ever been. No, we don't. We just live in an age and days where media is right there and then. Back when our parents grew up, if something happened in California, it didn't get to New York until 3 or 4 days later in the paper. Or now,
it's less than an hour.
Less than 5 minutes at our phone. We can get on X, we can get on Facebook, and it's right there and then. Like, it's not a crazy, we don't live in a crazy world. We live in a media-driven world. And there's sometimes, like, right now, the car I'm driving, they don't have a radio, and I enjoy those rides to work. I enjoy those rides going to pick up my kids. No radio. It's making me, we're having conversations, we're talking, but it's just, I'm not getting sometimes we get over poison in our mind with the media stuff being fed to us. Now, do I like the good sports talk radio and stuff like that? Yes. But there's also times that it's good that we just be cut off of media completely.
Yeah. Every day, driving to work and driving home, I don't have a radio on, not one. Not one.
It's the same thing with Facebook drama and all that too. It's like, what's it doing for you? I mean, it's just clouding your mind. It's just, and that's the ugly thing about sports. Sports has a lot of positives. I mean, it teaches you a lot. but it has negatives too. And this is just one of the ugly truths and negatives that has people take stuff too far. They just can't get over a loss. I mean, you hear it all the time about um, um, fans in the parking lots beating people up, and not just from one fan. But you feel it's here from all fan bases. I mean, of course, we live in Oklahoma, so we hear about OU and OSU. But how many times have you heard about OU guy and OSU guy got in a fight and one hit one with the beer bottle, one this that, and you're like, why? It's a game. So I don't know. I saw that, and it's just another report of it just wears me out. It just the stuff like that wears me out. So anyway, I want you guys to look at this graphic here. This is the best logo of current NL West teams. But I want you to look at, and thank you to Romantic About Baseball. This is their website. Reference sportslogos.net is where they got the logos from. But I want you to look at these 5 teams. And unfortunately, the Rockies and Diamondbacks don't get a lot of choices. But you tell me who has the best group of logos out of this entire bunch. Mine's easy. Mine's easy.
Best group of one? I mean,
I want to know the best group, best logo of current NFL. So out of all these logos, I'm gonna go group. I'm gonna group them. I'm gonna say which ones do I think is the best, and then I'm gonna tell you which one I think is the individual best.
The best individual one to me is just the SD, the Padres. Now the best overall group, my vote would go to the Dodgers.
Man, it's tough for me because I look at them a little different. I think the best group out of this right here are the Giants. But I would almost, for me, 1, 2, and 3 would be the Giants, Dodgers, and the Diamondbacks.
I do like the A on the Diamondbacks.
Like
but
I said, I look at it different because I'm not a big fan of the SD. Okay, cool, whatever. I mean, I know it's nostalgic. It is San Diego. It is the Padres, but I don't know. I like the colors, the designs, the whatever, with the Diamondbacks.
the only correct answer here is that swinging Padre that says San Diego Padre. That is disgusting. I don't give a crap what any of y'all say. That is nasty. And then number 2, close to it, is the Brooklyn Dodger B right up there. That is just sick. In fact, I got a Brooklyn Dodgers hat. I don't buy other teams' hats, but I bought that one because that is just so just nasty. I think it's just nasty. So group of I can't say the Padres are my favorite group because I hate that one that's above the swing Padre. The diamond, the plate with the little wave underneath the Padres.
Oh yeah.
I hate that logo. But if I was going to go off of group, God, oh my gosh, some of those giant ones are pretty dope too.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go with the group of the Giants. I'll go group of Giants. But my favorite is the swing Padre and the Brooklyn B.
To me, the best logo in baseball history is the old school Expos.
Well, what about this though? Here's the AL West teams.
Okay.
AL West teams logos. Thoughts on this one? Oh, these are nasty. Some of these are so good. Oh my God, some of these are so good. I'll tell you who my number 5 is. The Mariners.
The Houston Astros.
The Mariners.
Mariners number 5 for me.
Yeah. I think the best. I think my favorite is the Angels with the wings.
I love the Angels wings logo.
Yeah.
So you talking about which one? Are you talking about?
Shoot, it would be if you're looking far left, the middle one with the blue diamond in the bats.
I like the blue diamond, the blue plate.
Yep.
So my favorite is probably the Athletics or the bottom one, not the bottom middle, the bottom close to the middle of the Astros.
That I'm telling you guys, it's so hard for me not to pick the Athletics. If I was going to group, I'd probably say Athletics. I just
Athletics
Yeah.
looks good. I love their
love
colors.
their colors. I love their colors. I mean, that's kind of what our experts very little kind of resembles a little bit. I mean, I love their colors. I love that freaking yellow A or the yellow baseball with the green A. I love the elephant. I love them all. Even the top elephant at the top, I don't even know what it means. It looks dope.
He's athletic. He's balancing on a baseball. What do you mean?
Man,
The
he's a
Athletics,
beast.
I think, the Athletics is my favorite in this group.
Now, I do like the Texas Rangers with the hat on top.
Yes,
That's pretty
yeah.
dope. But the Astros, man, the orange circle with the not as dark Astros, the one on top, the orange circle, but that Houston Colt 45s.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's freaking sick too, man.
These,
gosh.
These came off of the page Romantic About Baseball. Go give it a follow on Facebook. Got a lot of good baseball history in it. If you're a baseball nut.
So if you had to go top 3, just individual logos, what are you going?
I'm going the yellow baseball with the Athletics.
Yep.
And then I'm going the Astro with the star.
Oh.
And then I'm probably going the Texas Ranger, probably the T, just the T.
Okay. See, you like that. You like that clean letters.
Just simple.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
See,
John, what's your top 3?
My top 3 is going to be the Angels is number 1 for me. Now, I like the Rangers, the bottom left corner with the state in the baseball. It says Rangers.
Okay.
That's my favorite Ranger. And then my favorite number 3 would be the Astros, the top right, the basically your 90s.
You're Jeff Bagwell.
Yes, your Jeff Bagwell Astros.
Is that the one you picked, Mosby, with the star? Yeah.
Yes.
Jeff Bagwell one. Dang it, John. I was gonna go the Angels blue plate too, because that's so clean.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with that number 1. Number 2, I'm gonna go with the I like so many of the A's ones. You went the yellow baseball, which I really like that one. I'm gonna go with I gotta go with it too. I'm gonna go with that number 2, the yellow baseball A's, and then number 3, I'm actually gonna go with Houston Colt 45s. And group, your favorite group?
Athletics.
Angels.
I'm gonna go Athletics too. Man, they just look clean. Look stinking clean. I did this the other day, but I'm gonna pull up again because I'm so excited. Sit down, LSU. Where are you at? Sit down. I cannot stand LSU. Cannot stand them. So big win for OU. But I did that because I want to lead into this. Now this came from at Clutch Sports ND, meaning Notre Dame, because obviously they're wanting to keep their spot in the playoff. And this is total combined FBS opponent wins of each top 14 college football team. So here's the wins for all their opponents, basically. OU is blowing everybody out of this. Their combined opponents have 81 wins. Okay. Second is actually BYU with 77. Then Bama and Notre Dame have 75. Then it's Georgia at 72. And then you got a bunch of them mixed in there with in the 60s. Okay. I lead into that because I want to show you this. They did some interesting things with the updated standings here. Now, they kept OU at number 8. Okay. But they put Alabama at 9. Leapfrogging Notre Dame. Notre Dame's been at number 9 for the last 2 weeks, but they put Alabama from 10 to 9. Now, this was interesting to me because they didn't just absolutely look incredible against Auburn, and Notre Dame looked like the real deal against, albeit Stanford. They absolutely took care of business. Why did they jump Bama? Why did Bama jump Notre Dame?
They're getting ready for another SEC team to lose so they can bump Alabama up into their spot.
No, this is why. They bumped Alabama up because they're going to keep Alabama in if Alabama loses. Alabama.
That's what they-
If Alabama loses to Georgia, they most likely will drop to number 11. Notre Dame will jump up to number 9, go to OU, and then number 10 would be.
it'd be the conference champion.
I don't know. I don't even think that. Like, unless it's Virginia, no, I think the lowest Alabama's going to go is 10. But I think they put Alabama at 9 to tell us they're not going nowhere, win or lose.
Yeah.
If they win,
I think it's why they did it.
Well,
If
I
they
think
win-
it's both sides of that though. Because if another SEC team loses, Alabama's going to take their spot. And the same if Alabama loses.
Georgia. It would be just be Georgia. If they beat Georgia.
Just be Georgia losing. There's only that's what we say. If Alabama beats Georgia, Alabama's going to be a top 4 seed.
Oh yeah. Because this never mind.
If Ohio State beats Indiana, okay, then it'll be Ohio State. The winner out. I don't even know if Texas Tech and BYU, if they beat Texas Tech, will get a chance. So I think if Alabama beats Georgia, they'll get a bye. So the winner of Ohio State and Indiana, both of those still might get a bye. And then I think the best suited for this, Oregon can jump up, or A&M can jump up and get a bye, depending on if Tech or if Tech wins, they get a bye. But if BYU upsets Tech, and then Alabama beats Georgia, and Ohio State beats Indiana, there's two spots right there that could be a bye. So I don't think I don't think the OU Alabama matchup, I don't think it's what it will be. I think if
I don't think so either.
I think if Alabama loses, they'll switch them with Notre Dame, maybe put them at 11. I mean, I think the Big 12 could possibly get 2 teams in.
Now, here's what they said. Here's when I watched the college football show on Tuesday. If BYU beats Texas Tech, they said the most likely team that's going to get screwed on that is Notre Dame. And Notre Dame would get bumped out.
Good.
Can you believe that?
Very well could.
But this is what they did. And you're right on the Alabama here. I never for one minute believed they're going to play OU and Alabama again. They wanted to make everybody know that, hey, if Alabama loses, they're still going to be in. I truly believe that.
But I think Oregon's a shoe-in, OU's a shoe-in, Alabama, Ohio State. I think Texas, Indiana, Georgia, A&M, and Ole Miss are all shoe-ins.
If BYU wins, they really throw a wrench in the party.
Oh, for sure.
I'm here for it.
Oh, yeah, me too.
If BYU wins, I think you could see OU get as high as number 7, maybe 6.
I don't know. I feel like we're going to end up 9 seed. I feel like we're going to end up the 9 seed, and we're going to be playing Texas A&M.
If we end up 9 seed, it's because Alabama won the SEC championship.
If Alabama wins the SEC championship, they will jump us. They will jump Texas A&M. They'll bump us to 9. They'll bump Texas A&M to 8, and we will play Texas A&M. We will go to Kyle Field.
Now, if Alabama doesn't win the SEC championship game, I think the lowest we go is 8. I think we'll host the game.
Correct. It's all hinging on Alabama, in my opinion.
Yes.
And I think they would just flip it back. They would say, although they threw me for a wrench on the whole Notre Dame getting left out thing, because they kind of left the door open for Miami. So I don't know. It's going to be weird.
If you want to go off of wins, Miami should be ahead of Notre Dame because Miami beat Notre Dame.
I know. And that's the thing. That's what they're arguing. But you know what this does tell me? Sorry about it, Texas. You're out.
You're not getting in.
Oh, but it doesn't matter. I don't care. You lost 3 games. But here's my argument to that. When they talk about, we should get in. But our 3 losses, we should have never played Ohio State. Do you think Kansas City Chiefs are complaining about that whenever the Patriots have played extremely cake schedule the entire year, and they're 12-2 now, and Kansas City's 6-6? Are they complaining about that? That's not fair how they schedule in the NFL. No, they suck it up and they play the games they're supposed to play. Okay, you scheduled them, and that's not even the big deal. You lost to Florida. Now you can't even say, "Well, but we beat OU." Congratulations, OU.
A bad Florida team.
Correct. OU has lost 2 games, and their 2 losses are to top 15 teams. One of them was ranked 6th, and one of them was ranked 13th or 14th. So don't give me that. If we would have lost to who's the team we played that wasn't very Auburn? Let's say if we would have lost to Auburn, we wouldn't be in the conversation. And guess what? We would be doing right now. We deserve it. We don't deserve to be there. We lost Auburn.
We said it a couple weeks ago when they started this 4-game stretch that man we needs to go 3-1 to keep BB's job 100% safe.
Yeah.
2-2, I think it'd be safe, but it wouldn't feel good. Well, hell, we went 4-0. 4-0.
So yeah, Texas. I can't get behind your theory, man. You're 9-3.
And they got blown out by Georgia.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but not according to them. They barely lost.
No, they got blown out.
So yeah, that's interesting.
They barely beat Vanderbilt. They barely beat Kentucky. They barely beat another team. You barely won when we beat Alabama. We beat Tennessee at Tennessee. I mean, we beat.
Where does this land as far as the college football playoff? They're talking about expansion. They're talking about 16. They're talking about 24. Where do you think it eventually lands?
I'd say,
16, I think, would be okay. I think 24 is going to be too many.
I was about to say 16, but then I'm like, man, if you make it 24, you're including every conference.
Now look at this. This is R.J. Young's, who, by the way, we used to be an OU guy. R.J. Young's 2014 college football bracket. Now, what he's done is there's 4 automatic qualifiers from the SEC, 4 automatic qualifiers from the Big Ten, and I can't remember the other stipulations. I'd have to look. I think 4 from all the major 4, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. So then there were like 6 at large.
Yeah, so that'd be 16 automatic bids from us if you do the 4 Power 4.
That's right. That's what it was.
And then you get the automatic qualifier from the Power 5. So then you got 7.
2 of them. He had 2 of them in this.
So
he had 2 of them in the G5.
So then you have 6. You had 6 at large bids.
Correct. Which in this case would be OU, Notre Dame, Tennessee, Texas, Vanderbilt, and Miami.
So,
what do you think of this? Would this be fun?
It would be fun. It adds more games to the teams that play first, but I don't know if it really adds more games to the teams that played the second round. I mean, I was going to say 16, but then I started thinking, man, you make it 24, you leave it where no one can gripe about it. You ain't having Texas gripe about it. We should be in it, blah blah blah. You don't have Tulane and North Texas, and then if they win and they're in the top 25 now, both of them might get in. James Madison and North Texas or Tulane might get in. I mean, Notre Dame's in, so you ain't got that. You got the other conferences, the SEC, we're only going to get 1 team. Oh no, you actually get 4. I mean, I like the 24 team. I think that's a good way to do it.
It would be very, very interesting to say the least.
Now, that's for sure.
Well, look at the NCAA tournament. There's 68 teams.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. But this is football, and it's a rougher sport. And to win the whole thing, this first round team would have to win 5 games. So the second round team would have to win 4.
If you go to 24, okay, you eliminate 1 conference game. Okay. You either eliminate 1 conference game or you eliminate 1 non-conference game, and you play 11 game regular season schedule.
Yeah.
And then if you make your conference championship, well, actually, you get rid of conference championship games altogether, and you just do the top 4 in your conference because they're automatic bid, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, that 5th. Well, what about the team that would win the conference championship? Well, that 5th seed can't get in the conference championship, so why does it matter?
Yeah. So he basically has the first 2 rounds. He has them those playoff games on campus. That would be unbelievable. But look at this. It'd be in this bracket. Texas would play SMU. The winner would go to Norman. Texas at Norman. Can you even imagine?
That would be unbelievable.
Man, I don't know, guys. I don't know. But, yeah, I don't know what they're going to land on. I just saw that and thought that was very interesting. And I thought, man, I'm going to bring that up to them. With that being said, I want to go over here and look at these upcoming games. Okay, and I want you to give me your thoughts on who you think is going to win each conference championship. So BYU versus Texas Tech. Who's winning?
I think Texas Tech.
Like they take care of business?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Troy and James Madison. I mean, we'll say James Madison. I'm going to say James Madison.
Yeah.
North Texas and Tulane. Be a good one.
North Texas.
Both coaches gone. I mean, I say North Texas.
I'm going to say Tulane. Georgia and Alabama.
Alabama.
I'm gonna go Georgia.
I'm going to go Georgia. Indiana and Ohio State.
Indiana.
Ooh, I'm going to go Ohio State. And Duke and Virginia.
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 I'm going to go, it's terrible. Virginia.
So I got a message on these games to the TV pro. Why are all three of those games at the same time? Why can't we go 11, 2:30, 6:30?
Yeah, there's 11, 3, 7, 7.
But the big conferences are all at the same time.
No, Big 12's 11, SEC's at 3, Big 10's at 7.
Is the SEC at 3? Did they change that?
Yeah.
Okay. Earlier today when I looked at it, it said it was like they were all three at 7 o'clock. So
yeah. I saw this graphic. Which school's wide receiver you, Ohio State or LSU? And I want you to really think about this. I'm going to read the names. Don't say it yet. I'm going to read the names so people on Spotify can hear me. We got Ibuka, Marvin Harrison Jr., Smith and Nigba, Garrett Wilson, and Chris Olave. How you say it? Olave. Yeah, Olave. That's Ohio State's. LSU's is Brian Thomas, Neighbors. How you say that one?
Booty.
Butte. Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson for LSU.
If you didn't have Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson, you can make an argument for LSU, but those two put it over the top. I mean, Jackson Smith and Neva and Garrett Wilson have shown that they are very good. Olave, I mean, it's been hit and miss. Marvin Harrison Jr. really hasn't took off, and then Ibuka's have a good rookie year, so he's shown he can do it. But Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson are overtaking about any other school. Just
freaking Malik Neighbors is
Malik Neighbors is a dog too. But this goes back to what I talked about in our other video before this week. Is they had all 5 of those guys at receivers with Jalen Daniels and Joe Burrows at their quarterback in the last 10 years, and they've won 1 national championship. What? Yeah. There's something. I don't know. Maybe it's what they drink down there in Louisiana that they just can't get over the hump all the time. I mean,
I don't know what you think, John.
I think Ibuka is shown that I think he's going to end up being the real deal. Marvin Harrison needs a real quarterback. Smith and Jigba, unreal season he's having this year. Obviously,
welcome to my team in the 18 league, by the way.
Yeah, Garrett Wilson's good, really good. Again, needs a quarterback, and he's hurt. And then Olave is finally healthy this year and putting up good numbers. However, the only real answer is LSU.
Yeah,
I mean the five names on this board, and you could say 4 because Kayshawn Booty is just now coming out this year. But like he said, hey, everybody's saying, oh well, he's finally doing something. Well, hey, keep in mind, like, he was a first round pick for a reason. The guy is talented. He just needed somebody to get him the ball, is what it looks like to me. But all 5 of these guys are 5 of the top young guys in the league. So
I don't think Boutte was a first round pick.
I think he was.
I think he dropped in the draft because of maybe some character issues, because I think he was dismissed by Brian Kelly from LSU.
Well,
he was drafted in the 6th round.
Oh, he was projected a first round then or something. I mean, because he was a big time name coming into the draft.
Well, I know the guy who was drafted with the very first pick a couple of years ago was Bryce Young, and
Oh my!
these Carolina Panthers boys, I'm telling you right now, I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know. They have beaten 2 number 1 seeds at the time when they played in the Packers, and now they beat the Rams, who looked unbeatable. I mean, people were saying that they were the best. They thought they were the best team in the NFL. And we go in 31-28.
Turned Stafford over 3 times when he's only had 2 turnovers all year.
And that's the thing. Like, it was one of them games you watch and you're like, man, they got to get a turnover here, and they did it. Man, they got to get a fumble. Man, they got to get bam. It was just, I never felt like we were out of that game. In fact, I felt like the whole time, even when they take the lead, that we're going to win this thing. It was so odd. And this team is they're young. You know, Bryce Young is, like I said before in previous weeks, he can look like the real deal or he can look like a dud. Well, this time he looked like the real deal. He made some really good passes. So I don't know. We're 7-6, and we are right there with the Buccaneers, and we have everything in front of us. I mean, we could win our division, which is crazy because I was hoping for an 8-9 year, and we're 7-6.
You caught them at that West Coast, that pesky West to East Coast game too. I mean, so
teams as 10-point underdogs this season. The rest of the NFL's 0-14. The Panthers are 2-0.
Wow.
I just can't explain this team, man. And I know that Dan Morgan, the GM, he put in last 2 off seasons. He's really done some really good things. And you kind of see him in this graphic. I'm not going to read all of them, but he's done some really good things to kind of build this team. We just got to continue building, and that's exciting to see the direction we're in. We're actually relevant this late in the season, which is fun for me. And I can't really say this is a good team, but we did beat the Cowboys earlier in the year, if you guys forgot. Kind of manhandled them a little bit. So it wasn't really even that close, but we're the better team, so we expected it. So, but there's a division that's really clouded, and that AFC South, boys.
Wow,
look at this. Well, who's going to come out of this?
I think the Jaguars win the. I think the Jaguars will win the division. I think the Texans will end up finish second. I think the Colts are going to drop out.
Wow.
Only because Daniel Jones' injury. He is not as mobile as he was earlier in the year with that fracture fibula.
Yeah.
I'm a healthy CJ Stroud puts the Texans at the top for me.
Texas defense is great. That offense just leaves something lacking there. I mean,
yeah, they haven't had their quarterback. That's what it's been lacking.
Well, they had him before, John. He only missed 2 games, and they still weren't scoring. They had him this last week, and they only scored 20 points. I mean, the Texans they've started off 0-3, and they're 7-2 since, so they're on fire. But I mean, that defense is unbelievable. But I mean, I think they'll compete for a spot. I just think the Colts are going to be the one that drops out of this.
You think we're probably going to see the Colts that we thought the Colts were?
I mean, and I think the Colts are a good thing. I think it's just some more to do with they're getting hurt at the wrong time, and Daniel Jones is playing with the fracture fibula.
They got a tough schedule coming up.
Yeah, most guys would be out. I mean,
yeah. Well, this next game for the Colts and Jaguars is huge. It's going to be a huge, really good game.
Big game for the Texans against the Chiefs. And
the Texans are going to win that week 14, no problem. But no, it's going to be fun. Just based off schedule, I might go with the Jaguars, or the Texans because of the Arizona and then the Raiders. But I don't know. It's going to be fun to see. Real quick, we're going to look at our Week 13 picks. And, man, last 2 weeks I've lost some ground. I've lost a lot of ground.
What a start there.
Yeah, it was very bad, very bad. I picked Detroit. Mosby's the only one who picked the Packers. He was right. John was the only one who picked the Cowboys over the Chiefs. We all lost the Ravens. We all lost the Ravens. That was terrible. That was a pathetic showing.
Hey, I got a question there. Do you think Cincinnati can make a run for that division?
Yep.
They're 2 out.
Now they're going to have to win. John picked the Bears over the Eagles, 7-point underdog, and was right. Look at that. John Mosby, Browns? What?
Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking.
We don't either, but that's okay.
I might have saw a picture. Might have saw a picture of Miles Garrett and started thinking, but
That's
no,
hilarious.
I don't know.
We all picked the Jaguars. Mosby's the only one who picked the Texans over the Colts. We all picked the Dolphins. We all picked the Falcons and got beat. We all picked the Buccaneers and won. We all picked the Rams over Carolina and got beat. And then we ran the table. Every single one of us picked the Seahawks, Buffalo Bills, Chargers, Broncos, and the Patriots. That leads us to the overview, which looks like this. I am still in the lead by 1 game, and John has gained some ground on us, Mosby, the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, we're still leading them now. Blind scroll runs into another.
I'm coming, boys.
Oh God, please don't. 128-65 for me. Mosby 127-66. John 125-68. Tell Tracy to leave the room, please. Other than that, you guys got any? I mean, we're going to wrap this episode up. You guys got any final thoughts?
I ain't got nothing tonight. I mean,
God, my final thought is that guy right there is hideous looking. However, man, listen, I don't know what the college football playoffs is about to happen. But let's figure out a way to get Alabama out of this thing. I'm so sick and tired of hearing about them. I've lost all interest at this point. Oklahoma State season's over. We got our head coach. He's hired. Recruiting's tomorrow. So let's kind of see what's going to happen there and see how long it's going to be until we are back in the discussion for things like this. Because unfortunately, this kind of gets boring when my team's out of it. But man, the SEC loaded as always. It's going to be a fun weekend for college football, and just get ready for the playoffs.
Face. There I am. I've been seeing a lot of things this last week. I mean, OU beat LSU, beat them 17-13, beat Alabama 23-21. I mean, just beat Missouri, not in their sexy game. But you know what? People are, oh, is OU a playoff team? Yes, they are a playoff team. They went 10-2, 6-2 in that SEC. One at Alabama, one at Tennessee. They are undefeated on the road. On the road, they lost a neutral site game. They lost at home. They're undefeated on the road, and all those road games, besides the Temple game, came in the SEC. So this guy, I forgot who it was, he said, "Do I think Alabama can lose to anybody in the playoff? Yes, they can. But do I think Alabama or OU in that defense? Do I want to be the team that finds out if I can beat them? No, I do not. That defense is nasty. They allow 13 points per game. That's all you got. That's all we got to do. Defense. That's our game. That's our game. Play that vicious defense. Play the defense, and just be physical, tenacious, like Venables describes them, and just be all over the field. We turned the ball over 3 times, and still won the game. You don't turn the ball over 3 times. That's probably a 31-13 game. Might be a 31-7 game. We gave threw an interception. They got the ball inside the 10. We took it right back from them. I mean, that defense, with this defense travels. Defense travels. That's one thing that shows up and travels is defense. You always hear it about in the NFL, everything. The Nick Saban teams for those years, all those defense. Okay. I'm with that guy on Twitter. Do I want to be the team that finds out if I can beat OU in the playoffs and have to go against that Brent Venables defense? No, I do not. It's fun. I'm happy for Brent Venables that he's finally he's got the success that we thought he could have at OU. He's got this defense great back going. I mean, I think next year with the healthy John Mateer, the offense is going to be explosive again. I'm excited for OU's future.
Home Alone 2 is better than Home Alone 1. And that's basically all I have to say there. And if you disagree with that, then you can kick rocks. If you don't watch Christmas movie, you can kick rocks, because I've got a list of Christmas movies that I watch every year that I check off. I just watched one earlier called The Christmas Chronicles. But disagree with me. Go ahead, debate me right now. Home Alone 2 is better than Home Alone 1. I don't give a crap what any of y'all say. In fact, I'm going to get the opinions of these two goobers right now. Home Alone 2 is better than Home Alone 1. Tell me I'm wrong.
You're not wrong.
Home Alone 1 is better than 2.
You're out of your goddamn mind. Tell me why. Take your time, by the way.
Better. Dude, I'm
What
just
do you
telling
mean?
you, the young Macaulay Culkin, that dude, I'm just telling you.
Was he old in Home Alone 2?
I think he was young in both of them.
I'm just saying, obviously, he was younger in this one. Dude, I mean, just being left home alone, they all they left, took the flight, gone, left, he's at home, whatever, blah, 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 by himself. And then he has to fight off the bank robber or the robbers and all that stuff. I mean, dude, there is no way 2 is better than 1.
That's cute. He gets on the wrong flight in Home Alone 2, goes to New York, and they're in two separate situations.
So now
Are you kidding me?
They can't keep it. They can't be original with it.
We're
going to get on a plane, but let's send him the wrong way this time.
Yeah, he went the wrong way and still dominated in the warehouse with the toy. It's a better story. It's better acting. It's funnier. It has your boy Donald Trump in it, for God's sakes. I mean, are you kidding me? Home Alone 2 is better than Home Alone 1.
What's your favorite Christmas movie?
Mine?
Yeah.
Man,
on that, you're going to pause there, because we're going to talk about that next week. Think about it, John. You guys have a fantastic weekend. We are very thankful. Like, subscribe, get us out there. Again, we are very thankful for all the followers and the likes and the comments that we're getting. Continue that, and we're going to keep pushing out material. We're going to keep pushing out content. So it's fun for us, and we'll see where it goes. So maybe John will be able to be a big boy and buy him a car one day. He doesn't know anything about cars.
Nothing.
That's for another episode as well. See y'all later.